So I am breaking a promise I made to myself years ago now. And because I'm doing this, I'm also going to expose myself to the world. No, not not that way. I'm just going to kind of explain what's going on. So before I kind of get into the meat of what I'm, what promise I'm breaking with myself, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps me out. So, getting into it, I made a promise to myself that I would not give EA a dime of money going forward. I made this promise after the huge and colossal failure of Mass Effect Andromeda. I 10 out of 10 was one of those Mass Effect fans that was just burned and felt really bitter after that. And I promised and swore to myself that I would never give EA any more money. And that for me was really hard, especially at the time. EA did have that exclusive membership or exclusivity on any Star Wars games that happened. Battlefield is one of my favorite franchises. Mass Effect is one of my favorite franchises as well, and EA owns them. So just saying I was never going to give EA any money going forward was really hard, but I have actually stuck to that. Extremely well over these 4 years. I have not faltered once, and I have yet to falter now, but the groundwork has been laid. I know it's going to happen. So I want to stream some more content on this channel, whether it be on YouTube or Twitch. And one of those games that's coming out is the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I could buy this on console, but I don't want to. I want to buy it on PC, and I don't have a way of buying it on PC without EA getting a chunk of that. So you might be asking, all right, I know you've played Battlefront 2 before. Have I played some of the Star Wars games? Yes, I've actually played every single Star Wars game that EA has come out with on console since Battlefront 2, and actually before that as well. But I still have not given EA any money. When it came to Battlefront 2, I bought it used at GameStop for like 35 bucks 2 days after it launched. When it came to Star Wars Squadron, I bought it used as well at GameStop. When it came to Jedi Knight Fallen Order, I actually bought it from Redbox. They were getting rid of all of their video games. I saw a good chance and got it for like 20 bucks. So I've been buying all of these games used. And for Battlefront 2, I have for PC, but I got it free from the Epic Game Store. So literally, EA has not gotten a dime from me as well. And I've played Battlefield 5, once again, used it from GameStop. So for me, also with the whole GameStop situation, I know they're not a very good company in general, meme and stocks aside. That has been my primary source and way of getting EA games while also making sure EA doesn't get any of the money. And in general, I really made this promise because I was just mad at EA, not just for Mass Effect Andromeda, but Battlefront 2 launch, how horrible that was, solidified that as well. I wasn't really happy with Battlefield Hardline. That was an absolute flop. And I was also a big fan of Star Wars The Old Republic as well. And that is the only game I've ever actually paid for loot boxes on. It was probably over $100, which in the grand scheme of things isn't that much, but at the time I didn't have a lot of money, and it was a lot of money for me at the time, and I still spent it. So I've had a really rocky past with EA, which kind of led me to that promise. And like I said, Mass Effect Andromeda coming up, I want to stream that. I'm really big into the modding community as well, so I need to get it on PC, and the next Battlefield game as well. Could I get it on console? Yeah. I don't though. I've had actually a really nice PC for like 4 years now. I need to do a little upgrade here or there, but it can run pretty much anything. I have not utilized it to its full extent, partially because I don't want to give EA money, but at this point, I feel like I just need to break it. There's too many games that EA is coming out with this year that I want to cover, and specifically, I want to play on PC. So that's kind of the promise I'm breaking. It might not sound a lot, it might sound over dramatic, but for me, it's kind of a big deal. I'm really a big fan of voting with your wallet. I usually wait on a lot of games to kind of see how they are after they come out. I'm usually not a day one purchaser. I'm definitely not a pre-orderer anymore. I think the last game I pre-ordered was Cyberpunk. Actually, it was Monster Hunter Rise. I'm lying, but it was like the day before. It's kind of a crossroads for me at the end of the day. I still don't like EA. I hope they are turning that corner, but at the same time, I also note that they are EA with horrible FIFA and loot boxes, how they treat the Madden franchise. I honestly think that the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, although I'm very excited for it, I do think it's a cash grab, which I might cover in a later video a little bit more. I'm still excited for it. I'm still going to buy it. I still want that game, but I still think it's a pretty big kind of cash grab for that. So that's kind of my stance on it. I really do think that more people who buy games should vote with their wallet. I think Xbox Game Pass is actually a really good way to circumvent some of that. You can try a lot of games for free, and I think that's good. But at the same time, I also don't want GameStop to go away simply because I'm not going to have an easy path of getting pre-owned games, so I don't have to give specific developers money. Also, not a fan of Ubisoft in general. I know I sound probably ridiculous to a lot of people. I know. But like I said, I am a really big believer in voting with your wallet. I've been doing that for a while now, especially with the gaming. And it's hard, but I'm just going to have to break this promise I made to myself. So I don't know. Down in the comments, I guess, let me know what you guys think. Am I being over dramatic about this? Am I doing this wrong? Should I not break the promise I made to myself 4 years ago? Yeah, just let me know down in the comments. Like and subscribe to the channel. Like I said before, it seriously is appreciated and helps me out. I do look forward to making some more content specifically on Mass Effect. Part of the reasons why I got my channel up and running when I did was because of the announcement of Mass Effect Legendary Edition and that trailer. I wanted to do the reaction video for it at the time, but I didn't have the stuff, so I kind of got everything together so I wouldn't miss out on cool stuff like that going forward. I haven't covered a whole lot of Mass Effect simply because I feel like there wasn't a lot of good news or big news in general. There've been like a quick like 30-second look at it, and I just didn't think it was newsworthy, to be honest with you. So going forward, that'll change. I'm going to cover that game more often. Obviously, you guys have seen much of my Battlefield 6 kind of news coverage with that, and that will definitely continue. So keep an eye out for that. I do want to say, before I sign off here, thank you so much for watching the content. Yeah, I hope you have a fantastic day. Do something good for yourself. And as always, take care.